Paul, you mentioned in your address that if you wanted something to grow, you poured champagne on it.
Yep.
How does that relate to your council's endeavours to have organisational excellence?
It's about encouraging people to be their best, really. So recognising the good things in people, encouraging that, building on that, focusing on that, on the key sort of attributes that people have, focusing on them, and then building where there are areas for improvement on the basis of that.
So that means if you're looking at developing somebody, it's not necessarily a matter of technical skill, it's how they relate to the organisation?
Definitely. It's about the cultural fit, it's about attitude. So we'll often, in fact every time, recruit the right person into the organisation, sometimes compromising a lack of technical skill, because we think that's easier to teach than culture and attitude. So we're all about getting the right people into the organisation and then giving them the technical expertise and skills that they need to plan it. But if we've got two building surveyors, one maybe with a greater experience and technical skill, but one that's the right person, will take the right person and teach them the technical skill.
And how's that translating into the overall performance of the business?
I think it translates particularly in leadership. So we get good leaders in the organisation that can focus on understanding what the community vision is, what the council plan is, and what the council's priorities and objectives are over a 4-year period, and then making sure that we focus the organisation on delivering on those objectives, those key priorities for the council, which contribute to the overall community vision.
And if you're getting that excellence in performance, how does that wash through to the relationship between the organisational side of things and the elected members, and again their relations with the community?
Yeah, look, important partnership obviously between the council and the organisation. The organisation's role is to implement the decisions, the policy, the direction of the council. So the importance of assisting the council in understanding what the community aspirations are, etc., through the community planning process, involving them in that process, in the engagement with the community, and getting a clear understanding and agreement across the council and the organisation about what's important, and then focusing the organisation's activities on achieving those community outcomes.
And was it a difficult attitudinal change to achieve?
Look, it's been over a long period of time, introducing strong leadership skills across the whole organisation. But I'd have to say that where we're at the moment, the people that we've got in the organisation are probably the best that we can get, and all understand their roles in the organisation, and an expectation that people will lead by example, irrespective of where they might sit in the traditional hierarchy of the organisation.
And is there that contribution, expectation of anybody within council to make a suggestion as to how things could be achieved better? Or
encouragement is around innovation and creativity, and ensuring people have the environment to be able to introduce new ideas into how we work, how we go about delivering services, but not just in their own teams. We see our employees as customers of council services as well. So if somebody's attending a gym and can see something that needs to be fixed or improved, etc., then there's an expectation that they'll feed that through and talk to that other team about how they might improve. And that's consistent across the organisation.
So there's a definite move away from that silo structure and a more emphasis on cross-pollinating.
Look, definitely. Silos in our organisation, and I think as I look across the sector, probably across the sector, haven't been as stringent for many years. And in our case, we have a very clear shared leadership model. We have cross-functional teams and all those sorts of things working on projects and reviews and those sorts of things. We've recently undertaken 4 pilots using the lean methodology of continuous improvement and those sorts of things, and that includes ensuring that a range of people across the organisation from different teams, different divisions, etc., participate in those processes.
How has it impacted on the senior management?
No, very switched on, very committed to that sort of a model. Have a set of values about supporting one another, about the team itself, rather than focusing on individual achievements or those sorts of things. We focus as a team on what's best for the organisation.
And has that demonstrably, in your view, led to better performance?
Oh, definitely. No question about that. So we have performance outcome measures, if you like, but we also have leadership competency measures. So, you know, the measures around our senior exec team include things like delivering the council plan within the financial parameters that have been set and those sorts of things, delivering, you know, 98% of your business plan actions, those sorts of things. But the more important measures and competencies are the leadership competencies around strategic thinking and innovation and building talent and those sorts of things. And they're measured formally on those in their performance plans.